Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the number one way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Yuri Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's Trey Turner.
You're unstoppable.
Kicks and deals. In the air, right field. Fair ball. Around first, heading for two. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just
bottom of the second, and now the right fielder, Luis Martinez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Hit hard, that gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Kobe Mayo, the next up for the Marlins. Runner on the move. Ground ball up the middle. Tags the runner for one. Relay to first. Double play.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake.
Base is empty with two away. And here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Towards first. Fair ball.
He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first.
Hey, John, here we go. The right field.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. But he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one misses in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Here's a 1-2. And a base hit on the line. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
I think the base runner thought he had a better jump on that than the third base coach, clearly, as he tried to score from second. Third base coach was trying to hold him up, had both arms up, but he ran through the stop sign, and that's a costly base running mistake.
Ball one, no strikes.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics. And
laser could be extra bases. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. Around third. Now a relay to the plate. In there safely. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Boom. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. 5 innings complete. Marlins 5 and the Phillies 4. Man at first with 1 gone. Luis Martinez now at the plate. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Next offering is in for a strike. There's a strike.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
And another ball. Got him. 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
This is Bryson Stott. Looking to get the tying run on base. Base hit right field.
Clearly seeing the ball very well. It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready for baseball. And our pitcher tonight, Sandy Alcantara. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Luis Martinez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Two outs. Not even close there. Going to count 1 and 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 2. Not close with that one. 2 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Got it by him for the K. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. Back here in Miami, second inning set to go. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Down the line, it's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out.
Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
I think the key is arm act.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making.
And we're back, ready to begin the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The other way, and that's a base hit. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Luis Martinez. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Fought off foul. Tied at 4. Look out. That fastball drilled him.
That's a scary one when it's riding up above the letters. Looked to me like he just tried to overthrow the fastball a little bit.
Kobe Mayo, the next up for the Marlins. And the pitch. And there's ball 4.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Jesus Sanchez digs in now. Kicks and deals. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Luis Martinez, the next up for the Marlins. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
Absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry. Well, you're ready to go home.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 2.
Yeah, let's go, big fella.
On the ground. And Martinez is out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job.
First and second, 1 out. And up next for Miami, Luis Martinez. You talked about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Winning run at second with 1 away here in extra innings. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A gigantic blast. And the Marlins walk it off in game 2.
Season, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3, and we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
First pitch coming your way next. just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Colby Allard. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first. Trey Turner at the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Out towards right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw in there safely. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Luis Martinez. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Ball one there. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson. Now back.
Let's go right here.
Luis Martinez.
That's out to center field. Marsh settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And that is that. One left for Miami, but they base is empty, one away. Next is the designated hitter, Edmundo Sosa. That one out to right. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice line drive. Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Base is empty, 1 away here in Game 3. The next pitch misses. 3-2 now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Gone. He'll circle the bases. His second homer this series, and they add on. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And a foul ball. Lesko, just 21 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And strike 2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into the...
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. The tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit, right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner around third. Fires to the plate. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First was a victorious Miami Marlins. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 extra base, 7 runs.
Let's move like nobody's watching. Till I'm made, till you're mate. Only one way to celebrate. Switch off, one option. Let's dance like nobody's watching. I saw you fall in love on my dance floor. Yeah, keep your heart, don't need no ransom. Boogie through the night, 'cause it's the anthem. 'Cause you know, how we gon' dance, 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 dance. We could dance, dance all night. One way ticket, don't take a chance. Dance, 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 dance. One way ticket to the dance floor. Let's take it to the dance floor. Dance like we don't care. Dance in it, dance like we don't care. Dance in it, dance like we don't care. Dance in it, dance like we don't care. Dance in it. I got this feeling. You can't deny it. Break through the ceiling. Temperature's rising. I saw you fall in love on my dance floor. Yeah, keep your heart, don't need no ransom. Boogie through the night, 'cause it's the anthem. 'Cause you know, how we gon' dance, 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 dance. We could dance, dance all night. One way ticket, going, take a chance. Dance, 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 dance. One way ticket to the dance floor. Let's take it to the dance floor. Dance like we don't care. Dance in it, dance like we don't care. Dance like we don't care. Dance like we don't care.
Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Step into the scene. No, nobody can do it like me. Zoom house plate with the kick cuisine. I was the black top king. 360s in my green machine. I was a kid and I was breaking down doors. Listening to time, now we on a world tour. We gave 'em something, now we gonna give 'em more. Gave fire. Shell shocked like a Koopa Troopa. Everybody knows that I'm super saiyan. I was born indestructible. Now I'm always going ham like a Lunchable. I'ma stay running. This view is stunning. My blood is rushing. You got me blushing. I must keep trucking. Won't catch me bugging. I'll be your mega. End of discussion. Hula gang who? Cozy Coop, that's the ticket. Shoes, Reeboks, and shoes when I choose to kick it. Bench like a picket. I stay glued and the style stay wicked. Swing through your hood, Spider-Man. Initial D, Drift Japan. Starving Wolf, Duran, green light, red light. Don't stop when I'm running like.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. Welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the number one way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and starting this one, Shohei Ohtani.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ohtani back to work. Luis Martinez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Fought off foul. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. The pitch. That misses, and the count's even at 2.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Got him. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to...
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The Fish looking to strike first here in game one. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. And strike two.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a pitch. And down on strikes he goes. Third out. Marlins strand a pair, and we're still not at game one of the National League Championship Series. And stepping in is the speedy Gavin Lux. Now a blooper back behind first. And it stays fair.
Anything but pretty right there. But
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. The 1-1. Base knock right field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in. The tag out.
he comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
Now batting, right fielder, Luis Martinez.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Outside. And 1-1. With the tying run on at first here in game one of the NLCS. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach.
So first and second with 2 outs. Next to hit, Luis Martinez. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hey, get your pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. In comes the run from second, and they take a 2-run lead. Play at the plate, got him. That ends the inning and stop. No outs, runner at first. Here's Muncy to hit. Tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. In there, he's safe.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
close one here today, and your final 5-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight.
Into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Man at first, Luis Martinez, the next up for the Marlins. In there at the knees. 0-1.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And the postseason success continues for him.
That is good.
Now here is Kobe Mayo. Oh, he botches it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Marlins strand a pair. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, Luis Martinez.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
Glasnow, ready to deal. Swings through that.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Second game of the NLCS. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. Line drive and a base hit.
Just a solid swing right there.
And it's fouled away. Center field. Outman makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Dodgers. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Swing, and it's a flare down the right field line. And it stays fair.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland. And, man, hit a double off.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Luis Martinez. 1 for 3.
Luis Martinez.
That one down the line, and foul ball. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
And a pitch. Slider misses outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The Fish trying to break this one open here in the late stages of game 2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So 2 down. Kobe Mayo, the next up for the Marlins. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Pajes should have this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Marlins 5 and the Dodgers 2. 1 down. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The tying run at the plate. In the air, right field. They get the out on Muncy. Runners tagging from second and third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Long throw is there. That ends the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1. They trail at 5-2. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luis Martinez.
Luis Martinez.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Foul ball there. The Marlins trying to break this one open here in game 2 of the NLCS. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up.
And that one in the air center field. Settles underneath it. Makes the catch. Runner tags for third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they're up by 4. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, when a team starts a series on the road and comes away with a split in the first 2 games, they've essentially taken over home field advantage. So the last thing these guys want to do now is give it right back by dropping this one. And these fans know that just as much as the players.
And the atmosphere here is electric. And this figures to be about as intense as postseason baseball gets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Luis Martinez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
This one popped up, and the infield fly is called.
Batting fifth.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, James Outman. That one is absolutely belted. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The throw into second, he's in there.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem.
Now batting, right fielder, Luis.
Right through there for a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Makes a sliding stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Game.
Now batting, right fielder, Luis.
Foul ball there.
Hey, see it, right? Yeah, let's go.
0-1. The other way, and foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 3 of the NLCS. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 3. Flares one into right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Luis Martinez. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The pitch. Sims, a 6'2 righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And now the 0-1. And strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The punch out there. One away.
Well, big power guy right there.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind.
Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first three games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Edward Cabrera. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Luis Martinez swings through it for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Check swing. He went, and it's 0-2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
0-2 now. Got him. Now 2 away.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed.
And now it's Gavin Lux. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Makes the grab and a leaping play at the wall.
He did a great job of going back right away. Had a perfect angle at the end. Leaping catch robs the home run. They're fired up in the dugout the way he ended this inning. how good these offenses are. There's a lot of ball game left.
And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 4 here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. 2 outs. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. The other way, Lux gathers and throws to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Man at second with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, James Outman.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Line drive. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Lux coming home. He will score. It's 5-0. And he's there at third with a triple.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
4th game of the NLCS. And now Luis Martinez. May back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. May delivers. And downstairs.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Outman makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Base is empty, 1 away. And now the right fielder, Luis Martinez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's outside. 1-0. Martin, 38 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Late here in Game 4. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one not close. Ball 2.
All right, 1 time right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. Tattooed and gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 6-1.
Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it. Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
9-1 is how it ends. Dave Roberts and company. To Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Miami Marlins. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabby. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Yeah, and even though neither team's going to be going home after today, Game 5 always has the feel of an elimination game when the series is tied up at 2-2. And maybe it's just as important as one, because being up 3-2 as opposed to down 3-2 makes a huge difference going forward.
Yeah, you don't want to be the team with their backs up against the wall in Game 6. This is a big swing game. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill today, Yuri Perez. What do we have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And now it's Gavin Lux. And it finds its way through for a hit. Pajes around third. The throw in. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Dodger. Bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Luis Martinez. Yamamoto back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
And here it comes. Wouldn't chase that time. Swings and misses. 3-2 now. The pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Sweeney under this one. Brings it in. And there's one down.
That is good. Third baseman. The batter. The right fielder. Luis Martinez.
Swung on, belted. Outman ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Game 5 of the NLCS. Here's Muncy to hit. Down the right field line and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to full side.
Now that the right fielder, Luis Martinez.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. The other way, and a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And that gets down for a base hit. Here comes the throw, and he's out.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to.
So 2 down, Luis Martinez. The next up for the Marlins. He's a guy who does it all. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Your pitch. Right here. Let's go, kid.
Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. All tied up here in the late stages of Game 5.
Hey, nice and patient. Get yours.
2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Hey, let it rip. One time.
2 outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Miami down in order.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You've got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been a heck of a series so far, Siggy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You know, Boog, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been a Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. First pitch at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Shohei Ohtani.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Martinez checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Bounced out to short. Sweeney. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez. Game
runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. They get it in quickly, so it'll be nobody out with runners at the corners.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Bounced up the middle. Steps on the bag for the force. And that is the inning. Marlins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
That one close, ruled a ball. And a count 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in Game 6. And another ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got it. And that's the first out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Gavin Lux. There's a swing and a drive. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity.
Here in the 6th game of this National League Championship Series. Now, Luis Martinez. And a pitch. That's to third. And he grabs it, foul. There's a strike. Outside low, and it's 1-2.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive it home. Pick one out. Here we go.
Martinez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The punch out there. Now 1 away.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And it's a hitter. It's not.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the right fielder, Luis Martinez. And a pitch. Line drive. Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout.
Estoy puesto pa' coger una nota, explotar la cuenta y despertar en otra cama que no sea la mía. Me importa mi ex. Y yo quiero coger una locara, guayar por toda la disco, guayar por toda la disco. Ay,
First pitch coming your way next. Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And you got to love a Game 7, especially with a trip to the World Series on the line, Chris.
Yeah, and the heat's turned up all the way tonight, Boog. The pressure's never higher than in a Game 7, and the pennant's on the line in this one. So it's a matter now of which team can handle it better, which team can put the nerves aside and play clean baseball one play at a time.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to stay in the moment knowing the World Series is just one win away. The stakes are sky high. I've had players tell me the highest level of pressure in the playoffs is in the LCS, not the World Series. First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away, and our pitcher tonight, Tyler Glasnow.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
So digging in, Luis Martinez. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Didn't go.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Off balance feed. There's one. Out of first, double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Line drive, and a base hit right there. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, the tag, and they cut him down, going for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And that one hammered. That's back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. It just got out of here. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Pajes calls it in, and there's 2 away. Miguel Rojas at the plate. The Marlins leading by a run here in Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. That to right. Can't get there. Base hit. The throw to third, and that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should.
Ball, that's low.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2.
Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch. And
so 1 out with 2 aboard. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
The third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
2-2 now. The other way. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play. But, man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there.
So up next, Luis Martinez. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of Game 7. Kershaw fires. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Kobe Mayo, the next up for the Marlins.
Kobe Mayo.
2 outs, and he walked him on 4 pitches.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And a 2-1 on the way. Ripped on the ground to second. They get the force. That's out number 3. Strand of pair. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder, Teoscar.
And here it comes. In the air, right side. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. I don't know how he's able to shoot. Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.